The person who called you cold watched you longer than anyone ever did. They didn't misread you, they read you perfectly, and then described themselves. You know the moment someone hands you a verdict about who you are, and something in you flinches, like they opened a drawer you swore was locked, so you carried it. The word they used: too much, selfish, fake, cold, and you've been quietly editing yourself around it ever since. But you never asked the only question that actually matters. When they described you, whose face were they really seeing? Because the thing a person judges the loudest is almost never about you. It's the thing they buried in themselves and can't stand to look at directly. There's a name for it: projection. When someone can't admit something lives inside them, they don't delete it. They relocate it. They find it in you, point at it, and feel clean for a second. The man who calls everyone fake is guarding a mask he's terrified to take off. The one who calls you needy is starving and will never say the word out loud. Every harsh label is a tour of a room they keep locked. They're not telling you who you are. They're telling you what they can't survive knowing about themselves. Go back to the one that still stings. The person who called you too much. Watch what they did right after. They spent the next year trying to take up more space, not less. The friend who called you cold was the one who went quiet first every single time it got real. The partner who called you controlling needed control so badly they couldn't hand you one decision. This is the pattern. People don't accuse you of your sins. They accuse you of theirs wearing your name. The accusation is a confession with the pronoun swapped. But here's the part that actually matters. Why did it land on you? The world is full of people who hear a judgment and feel nothing. The label just slides off. It stuck to you for a reason, and it's not the reason you think. It stuck because part of you was still waiting for permission to exist, still holding the question open in the dark. Am I too much? Am I the cold one? Am I the problem? They didn't plant that doubt. They found a door already cracked and walked their secret straight through it. You didn't believe them because they were right. You believed them because you were already auditioning for their approval. So change what you're looking at. The next time someone hands you a verdict, don't ask if it's true. Ask what it costs them to say it. Ask what they'd have to admit about themselves if they ever set the mirror down. Their judgment was never a measurement of you. It was a map of everything they couldn't carry, drawn in the dark and handed to you to hold for them. And the moment you stop defending yourself, something breaks in the whole machine, because a defense is proof you believe there was a trial. When you stop answering the charge, you stop agreeing you were ever the one on trial. They weren't describing you, they were confessing. And the cruelest part, you spent years apologizing for a secret that was never yours. Put it down. It was always theirs to carry.